back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nene, as you already know. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always stopping by. And if you're a new subscriber, thank you for joining the family. And if you're yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, what are you waiting for, guys? Hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content. On my channel, I talk about relocating to the UK using the student route, relocating to the UK as a dependent, lifestyle living in the UK, and career opportunities. If this is the kind of content you would like to see, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel for more of my content. So guys, I've just been thinking and I felt like, okay, maybe it was time for me to do like an updated version of living here in Aberdeen and getting accommodation. Getting accommodation initially used to be very affordable. It's still affordable compared to those living in England, of course, but for us that have been living here in Aberdeen can really tell the difference that the housing accommodation now, as the prices have really gone up. Initially, before, you could get like a one bedroom flat for like £350 upwards and you'll be comfortable. But now getting like a one bedroom flat, you have to consider for like £450. Most times if you see anything below £450, either you're just lucky to just get that kind of accommodation, because right now all the landlords agency, they've just put their prices up. Even the place we were staying before, immediately we left because we had to put like one of our person there. Immediately we left, they increased the price. That's how much like these people have just been doing their increase everywhere. I guess because of the September intake, the crowd was massive. Like those that came to RGU, man, the RGU definitely made money from those that came in September, because the whole of Aberdeen was just filled with a lot of blacks. Like it was everywhere. Getting buses, like it was massive. Getting buses, some people have to wake up, like my friends tell me they have to wake up by 7 a.m. and go for their classes that's supposed to be for like 10, because getting buses was really difficult. But anyways, I'm not talking about the buses now, I'm talking about the accommodation. So the standard of getting, or the process of getting the accommodation, is still the same. Getting accommodation by having like 3 months. If you don't have a guarantor, having like 3 to 6 months. Yeah, 6 months, because some of the landlords now, mostly if you use like Gumtree to get your apartment, most of these landlords request that you have like 6 months, because they want to be certain that you can pay, or you're not going to just run away and not pay your fees. Like one of my friends, she stays in AB15 and from there goes to school. So her family had to pay 6 months rent completely before they could get the apartment. So some landlord basically requests for 3 to 6 months rent for you to get your, what is it called, for you to be able to get an accommodation if you don't have a guarantor. But if you have a guarantor, that is crap, you can easily get the apartment. Like we were staying presently, we had a friend that has been here for a very long time, so she was our guarantor, which made it easier for us to be able to get the apartment. In as much as we wanted, our own situation was even different, because we were willing to pay like 5 months rent, and also so that we can scrap up the fact that they don't need to use our guarantor. But they insisted that we were going to bring the 5 months rent and a guarantor to get this apartment. But although for this place we use an agency, not a direct landlord anyways. But because I think maybe because my husband stated that, oh, we have 5 months rent if that's what you wanted, and they were like, okay, since you have 5 months rent, we can go as well as getting the 5 months rent and also getting your guarantor. And the process was just long for us to get this place. But anyways, at the end of the day, we're fine. But I'm just saying the major process that people are using to get apartment here, if you're using like an agency, or of course even the agency, they can, if you tell the agency that, oh, I have 3 months rent and 1 month deposit, they are willing to give you the accommodation. But they need to first speak to their landlord, because the agency are not the ones that own the apartment. So they need to talk to the landlord to go ahead, to ask them if they could go ahead to give you the apartment. So that's just the procedure. So that procedure, nothing has changed concerning it. So the only thing that has really changed is that the housing accommodation has just gone up a little bit. Like a 2-bedroom flat, normally you get some from like 495, 500, but now most of them start from like 500, 550, 600, 625, thereabouts. So just imagine you planning for like a 2-bedroom flat, maybe a family of 4 come here and you need a 2-bedroom flat. So you need to get 600 times 3, then have 1 month deposit extra again to be able to get your accommodation. Except you have a guarantor. Like I said, if you have a guarantor, you don't need this. Also, if you know you have a guarantor, please don't make the mistake like we did and said that, oh, we have 3 months rent, because you may fall into the wrong agency and they will ask you that, okay, since you have the 3 months rent, you could as well add 3 months rent and your guarantor information. So just like weigh your options before putting your mouth out there of whatever you have to give. And secondly, for those that are coming this January, or even if your visa is coming out late and you're going to be coming in February, please try and get your accommodation earlier, because those that came in September, some people had to sleep on the streets, some people had to stay in the library, some people had to beg so many Nigerians to stay in their various apartments. Like, it was really bad. Because although the September batch was massive, was really, really massive, but this January, because I think the RGU noticed that the people that came in September were too much, so they had to reduce the intake for January. So I think it's just like 3 courses that are coming in January. But nevertheless, if you are coming to either Aberdeen, University of Aberdeen, or RGU, please try and get your accommodation before coming. There are so many accommodation pages that are helping people. Please don't go and fall into people that will scam you, sha. But there are some people that help get accommodation. We also help people get accommodations anyways. But there are some people that help get accommodation and make you get settled easily. So at least you are not stranded when you come, or you are trying to look for a hotel and all of that. Because the hotel starts from like £60. That's if you even see the cheap one. So just imagine you paying £60 for 9 days or 10 days or 12 days thereabout. So just put yourself in a situation whereby you will now find out that you are spending more money than you just getting accommodation and getting settled. Some of all these agencies they are willing to even accept people from back home. If you are talking to them, like sending them mail that, oh, you are willing to pay, you have somebody over here that can help you pay for this and all of that, and you have somebody that can help you view the apartment, and you are willing to go ahead with the payment. Some agencies go ahead with that plan. So don't limit yourself. Just try and get settled, because when you come over, seriously, it's not easy to get an accommodation when you come. It's not easy. Some people that came in September are just getting settled this January, some even December last year. So because of the toughness of getting accommodation, and the weather is really, really cold. Like, it's very, very cold this period. Like, it's very cold. I don't know how to emphasize it enough, but it's really, really cold here in Aberdeen. So I don't want anybody to come and you're just outside trying to find your feet and all of that, because after the most important is accommodation. When you get accommodation, you can start talking about jobs and all of that. But please, guys, try and let's get settled before we come. So I just felt like it was important that I talk about the increment in housing here in Aberdeen, because I know I did a video before stating how you can get your accommodation and all of that. But now that if the prices have gone up a little, you should just be aware. So for like family of 5, maybe you have two opposite sex rather, some agencies may require you to get a 3-bedroom flat. And a 3-bedroom flat here is actually very, very difficult. Normally, before the rent even went up, 3-bedroom flat used to cost about £800. But now it's still like 850, 900 and above. But it's very rare for you to see a 3-bedroom flat. Sometimes you even see like 700 or 750. Maybe it's like a little bit far from the city center and all of that. But at the end of the day, as long as you're not going to AB 31, you are fine. Anything from AB 10, AB 11, AB 12, even AB 12, AB 12 is a little bit far, but it's okay. But AB 15 is okay. Then AB 21, 24, and 25, they are all okay. But just know that if you are staying in AB 12 and AB 21 and AB 15, they are far from the town. You have to get like 2 buses to get back into the city center, just so you are aware. So you're not saying Nancy went to go and tell you something different. So I just wanted to put it out there that just in case you are narrowing your search, you could just use this as an idea of what you are searching and what you are looking for and all of that. Then also, please, the weather is very cold. I know that we are all looking for accommodation to be able to get settled now, but please have it at the back of your mind that if you take a D house, be ready to pay like EPC rating B and D. Be ready that you are going to own your heater 247, because the weather is cold and you cannot endure. The weather is cold, you cannot endure. So just have it at the back of your mind that if you're taking a D, EPC rating D and D, just have it at the back of your mind that you're most likely going to have an external heater so that you can run your heater 247 because the weather is cold. Please don't go for E, F, G, whatever. At least the least that you could go is a D. And the D, prepare, have it at the back of your mind that you have to get like heaters, because D house accommodation is actually very, very cold. Because I don't know their standard, but anyways, that's how it is. Getting EPC rating A is actually very rare. So what you can see is from B and C. That's why I say most times you get C and D. Even the B are rare, but you can see a C and a D. So if you see a C, perfect. But if you don't see a C and you see a D, just have it at the back of your mind that when you come, you can manage it for like a month or two before getting another place. But just have it at the back of your mind that you are going to need heater to sustain yourself pending when you get another place to stay. Anyways, I hope this video helps someone out there as you're making your decision to come over to Aberdeen. I just felt I needed to do an updated version of living in Aberdeen and getting accommodation here. So guys, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel for more of my content and have a lovely day. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.